Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be working on the truck instead of the Mustang, and we're going to be switching out the U-joints. Now my U-joints probably have never been changed. I'm having symptoms like squeaking as the drive shaft spins. Also when I'm going in reverse or accelerating, I feel a thunk, and these are all symptoms of bad U-joints, and I believe there's 3 of them that I gotta replace. I got them right here actually. We got them from Parts Geek, GMB Universal Joint. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be spraying the bolt locations down with penetrating fluid and then let it sit for probably a day. I might spray it again later today, but as I said, I'm gonna let it sit there and I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow. I'm gonna be pretty liberal with this too. Oh, come on. There's like nothing in there. That kind of sucks. Spray it down. Bro, it's got nothing in this thing. Wow, that's depressing. But I sprayed that one down. I might spray this one. Just like these bolts right here on the carrier. Come on. I don't know if you guys can see the brightness because of the brightness, but spray that down, both sides, whatnot, and not just the front left. I sprayed down everything. Not that well, but I'll probably go to the store and get another set of, bottles of PB Blaster and then spray it down once more later in the day, maybe like right before the evening time, and then from there just wait till tomorrow and see if I can get it off. Alright guys, it is the next day. It's time to see if I can remove the drive shaft. Hopefully the bolts aren't like rusted in there. If it's really hard to get out, I might have to go and get a torch. That would be very inconvenient, but we'll see. So first things first, I'm going to try and remove these bolts that are right here. I'm going to support this side with a jack stand and then move my way to the front to see if I can remove this out. Yeah, doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Who knows? From what I understand, you need a 12.12 milliliter for these, and it is right. So I'm gonna break these off with the breaker bar, and then I'll use the ratcheting, or rather the impact wrench to get it off all the way. Actually, before I take off all the other bolts, I think it's a good idea to put some wheel chocks in the front so it doesn't like roll down the street or anything. Oh, that would be horrible. I do have the parking brake on, so I don't know if I better say than sorry. So, one right there. Go. And the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. Cool. Alright. I'm also gonna get a jack stand to support the drive shaft as it comes off on the back. So let's grab one of these ones. And that's all 4 of the bolts off. I think I should give it a nice little tap and then it should break free of the yoke here with a mallet. Yay! Yeah. Wow. That's a pain in the ass.
TB with that heat.
So now I'm going to make sure I mark all of these, like, so I know which way everything goes. I don't know if this is actually necessary, but I'm going to just go ahead and do that. So these U-joints all got clips in them, so I gotta go through, remove the clips for every single one, and yeah, I'll be one step closer. So I managed to get all the seat clips out. Now what I need to do is just take a socket like this and start hammering these out one by one. Alright guys, so this is day 2 of trying to switch out the U-joints, and the reason why it's day 2 is because I couldn't for the life of me get these U-joints out with the hammer and socket method. So I was like, screw it, and I just went and bought a press, and it's actually a lot easier to do it this way than it is to do with the hammer and socket method. Especially if your like drive shaft is like old, rusted, and never been like replaced before. Ow. Oh, that really hurt. So the cap on one of the U-joints just literally slipped off, and it clocked me in the elbow and chin. Ow, that didn't feel good at all. You know these U-joints are bad when the caps are like falling apart. So I managed to get every one of the U-joints off. It was kind of a struggle since the caps kept on breaking, but everything's now free. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning of the rust in here, and then after I do a little bit of cleaning, I'm gonna get to replacing these U-joints. I'm also gonna take this file and like try and clean up any of the burrs that might be present so that the U-joints can slide in easily. So far they're pretty smooth. There's not a lot of burrs that I see. I'm also also like taking the flathead and going through the grooves so that the clips can set in there without having to deal with the rust problem. Ta-da! Nice and clean. So this one's now ready. I gotta do all the other ones now. So now we're ready for the U-joints to go in, and oh man, I got these from Parts Geek because they're always pretty reliable and good cost, right? So I guess from what I gather, I watched the, Chris Fix's U-joint video. I'm sure a lot of people have seen that by now, and I guess you take 2 of the caps off from each side like this. And then like that, and just kind of like finagle it in like this. See if I can get this one in too. Okay, so now I believe I just used the press to get it all the way in now. Yeah, so if you can see, I took it straight to the edge of the groove where the clip's supposed to go. And then I'm going to take the clip and get it in there. Cool, there we go. And now I'm going to do the same on the other side. And there you have it, look at that. We're good to go. For this at least. Alright, so next what I gotta do is I gotta try and get this side of the flange into the drive shaft. Make sure the needles are fine. As you can see, like when you take the caps off, apparently like these needle bearings can go all over the place, so gotta make sure to check that before putting them in.
TB with that heat.
Alright guys, so I just finished putting the U-joints in, and everything's all nice and set. As you can see here, they're all nice and wobbly like this. Actually, I need to give this side a tap because it's not as it doesn't move as much as I want to. So, but after I tap that in, then the next step is to use the grease gun and grease up the U-joints. And now with my grease gun, I'm going to go ahead and put the nozzle onto the little tab for the grease for the U-joint, and I'm just gonna keep putting grease in there until I start seeing it coming out of the like seams in between the U-joint and the parts that turns. All right, there we go. So as you can see, there's some grease coming out of the all right, actually let me get you a better angle. Oh, right here. So there's some grease coming out right here. That's when you know that you put enough in there. So now you just wipe that off and move on to the next U-joints. Alright guys, so I'm currently installing the drive shaft, and I've held up the drive shafts to help me out with the 2 jack stands. The first thing I did was get the supports in so that this middle yoke is held up so that it doesn't like bend and make it tougher. And currently I'm just gonna go ahead and bolt these in. I'll figure out the torque specs later on after everything's bolted in. Alright guys, so that's all the bolts bolted in now. It's nice and secure. I'm gonna torque, once I'm done the front flange I'm going to come back and torque these down, but I believe these are 76 pound-feet of torque. Alright guys, so I installed the drive shaft back into place. Front and back are all bolted down. Torque specs for the back is 82 for this one, 82 pound-feet of torque. And in the front, over here, that is 72 pound-feet of torque. And everything's all good to go, and everything lines up. I went on a test drive before like recording this, and oh, it makes such a big difference. No more squeakiness, no more clunking when I'm like accelerating or changing gears. So after finishing the project, the moral of the story is, if you have the tools, it makes your life a lot easier. Like the press, like just having the press itself makes your life so much easier. It made my life much easier with that one. And obviously you do need the grease gun to grease up the U-joints. But in any case, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really appreciate it if you guys did. I'm trying to grow my channel, you know, and I'm gonna bring more of the 2008 F350 content coming along, and obviously I'm still working on the Coyote swap for my 2005 Mustang V6. And if you guys want more of that, please stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks guys.